I'm David. I'm a teacher. I teach history and politics at a local secondary school, and I live just outside Cirencester in Gloucestershire. So my interest in football has been lifelong. My father cursed me with making me support Aston Villa Football Club, being as both my parents are from Birmingham, and I used to play a lot as a youngster. One of the things that takes up a lot of the time more recently is coaching my son's football team. So I'd like to say that my transition from player football into coach was to follow in the footsteps of Gareth Southgate in all his England successes, but in fact it was because none of the other dads fancied the job. The first game coaching was definitely more nerve-wracking than the first game playing, because when you're a coach you're obviously supposedly in control of much more, and the stakes are sometimes pretty high because you've got everybody to try and please, not least of all the parents. But I took on my FA Level 1 coaching course, really enjoyed it, refound a love for the game and all it's about, and it's been a real privilege to take a big group of under 11s and under 12s through to playing some quite competitive games. So I came to the realisation that I needed treatment when essentially my toilet habits changed. I'd had an issue downstairs, I suppose, for a number of years, which we'd sort of dismissed or treated for something else, sometimes successfully, and it came and went. But yes, I can say really I had what can only be described as a sort of post-apocalyptic poo, which left me thinking that the bowl should not be that colour, and at that moment I thought, I need to get someone to have a look at this. I'm in a fortunate position where a good friend of mine is a colorectal surgeon. He examined me and suggested that we did a colonoscopy, and at that moment, we found out that it was indeed something more serious. There was a sort of hubbub in the room, and then there was a very sudden and very quick hush. Your spider senses are tingling, and you realise that they found something, and then that was confirmed just after the colonoscopy. You know, when my friend came through and said, "I'm really sorry to tell you, but yeah, you've got a tumour, quite a big one, about 5 centimetres big." My friend obviously at that point passed me on to a colleague and said, "Look, we're too close friends for me to take you to the next stage," but he passed me to a colleague who he recommended, another colorectal surgeon called Rod Alexander, and he's looked after me ever since. The staff at the Ridgeway have been great. Yeah, very friendly, very welcoming. I think speed and efficiency actually is a hugely attractive part of having your healthcare done privately, and that has certainly lived up to expectations on that front. I've been looked after really well. So from initial diagnosis to my surgery was 4 weeks. I'd met with the surgeon with Rod Alexander in that time twice, and we corresponded by email as well actually. But yeah, that was the primary objective really, was to get this cancer out of me. And so to have it all done and dusted within 4 weeks was phenomenal. So I'm now 6 months after my initial operation. I'm pleased to say I feel really well now. In fact, sort of ironically, I feel better than I've ever felt. Part of the process is seeing me lose quite a lot of weight. That's good in itself, but I'm able to get on pretty much with life as normal. And so actually, considering the surgery that I had and then the follow-up surgery to reverse the stoma, I couldn't feel better. Well, the football team is gearing up for a big season in the local league, and they're doing well. I think we've done well. We've retained all of our players, which is the most important thing. So we're looking forward to hopefully giving the local teams something to think about when they come across our mighty under-12s.